She has to like you more than you like her. This always ends up being a super controversial topic for whatever reason. I think it's because there's this pervasive idea that everything is equal and 50-50. When it comes to relationships, it always gets idealized as this 50-50 transaction between man and woman. The main issue with this is in reality, it's not like this. I've brought up this statistic multiple times. 40% of males reproduce, while 80% of females reproduce. What this means is that there's 2 times the women reproducing in comparison to the men. The math simply doesn't stack up. Women are very clearly sharing guys. The reason for this is quite simple. Women are attracted to the idea of looking up to a man. Essentially, they desire a guy to be better than she is. When I say better, I mean contextually better. Women are typically attracted to guys that are taller than them. They're attracted to guys that are more muscular than they are. They're attracted to guys that make more money than they do. There's a bunch of other characteristics like resourcefulness and culture, but we won't get into that. The point is, women have much more specific standards when it comes to men than men do for women. The reality is, there's a small percentage of men that are able to fulfill all of these requirements. This is why, guys, they have to like you more than you like them for the relationship to function. Now, let's keep in mind, there are some women that can tolerate a man that's considered equal to her for long periods of time. But in order to be extremely attractive to a woman, she has to like you more. This also plays into the masculine-feminine duality. Men are inherently driven to dominate, and women are inherently driven to be submissive. It's only in this dynamic that a long-term relationship can function for many years. Let's consider our grandparents. In the case of mine, it was always super traditional and the man was the leader. Both of my grandfathers were married for over 50 years. The vast majority of people can relate to this experience. So let me ask you the question. Why was it okay then and relationships flourished, and now it's not okay and relationships are suffering? The answer to this question does not need to be complicated. We are unable to beat our human instinct, at least in the long term. Sure, in the short term, you can convince yourself to try anything. What you'll notice is a lot of women are doing exactly this. They're convincing themselves out of ideology to go for somebody they don't find as attractive purely for the utility. Not only this, but they're trying to convince themselves that they're really in love with this person when their actions show otherwise. And this is exactly why the vast majority of women prefer to be dominated in the bedroom. All the evidence is pointing in that direction, and you as a man are still being convinced to be submissive. This is why I keep telling you guys over and over again. Focus on your own development and self-improvement. This includes your mental, your physical, your financial, and some could argue spiritual. By making these things a priority, you're naturally putting yourself in the power position. This is because you fundamentally understand, without these things, you won't be desired in the way you want to be desired. Guys, let the losers take the submissive path. It's only a matter of time before she leaves him and goes for somebody else. This is especially true when it comes to Instagram relationships. Yesterday she was making full-blown love posts, and today they broke up. The final point I'll make is this. If you find yourself liking her way too much, you most likely have work to do. For more videos like these, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to comment below with any video ideas you have for me. I'll see you guys in the next one.